Before you even open your eyes, your future is already being decided. Before the sun rises, champions are being made. While the world sleeps, while dreams drift in silence, somewhere out there, someone is outworking you. The question is, will it still be them tomorrow, or will you be the one who rises? This is not just another motivational speech. This is a wake-up call to your soul. A call to every part of you that knows you were made for something greater. You weren't born to settle. You weren't born to drift through life, waiting for the perfect opportunity. You were born to create it. You were born to stand up, fight back, and build the future you deserve. At The Power Within, we believe in unlocking the unstoppable force already living inside you. If you've ever felt overlooked, underestimated, or forgotten, good. Let that fuel you. Let that be the fire that pushes you beyond every excuse, every fear, every limitation they ever placed on your name. Because today, everything changes. Today, you choose to rise. If you believe in fighting for your greatness, if you know there's a champion inside you ready to break free, then join us. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear these words, and make sure you subscribe to The Power Within. Every single day, we deliver the fire, the fight, and the fuel you need to build the life you were born to live. This is your moment. This is your time. Rise and take it. It's 4 a.m. The streets are silent. The world is wrapped in dreams. But you are already awake. You are not just awake to the ticking of the clock or the quiet hum of the city. You are awake to your calling, to the deep, burning purpose that refuses to let you rest. Real champions do not hit the snooze button on their lives. They do not roll over, making promises to themselves about tomorrow. They rise. They plant their feet firmly on the floor, with fire in their chest and dreams gripped tightly in their hands. The world belongs to those who dare to meet it before it fully wakes. Early risers do not simply seize the day. They shape it, mold it, and build a future that most will only glimpse from afar. Before the world even blinks, before the distractions and noise flood in, they have already carved out another piece of their destiny. Freedom is not something you stumble upon at the end of your life after decades of playing it safe. It is not a reward handed out at retirement for years spent following the rules. Freedom begins the very moment you decide to no longer waste your sunrises. It begins when you realize that each morning is not a restart, but a rare and fleeting opportunity. A blank canvas begging for bold strokes. Every sunrise you ignore is a chance you'll never get back. Every hour spent sleeping through your potential is a chapter you leave unwritten in the story of your greatness. And when you choose to rise before the world, you make a silent declaration that your dreams are more important than your comfort, that your purpose is louder than your excuses, and that your future deserves more than your fears. It is in the darkness before dawn where true legends are born. It is in those unseen hours where the foundation for extraordinary lives is laid. While others dream with their eyes closed, you dare to dream with your hands working and your heart pounding with anticipation. You are not just another person going through the motions. You are a builder of dreams, a fighter of battles, a pioneer of a future that demands to be lived on your terms. And it all begins when you decide, once and for all, that you will not waste another sunrise. Dreams without discipline are little more than wishes whispered into the void. Everyone says they want success. Everyone says they want happiness, freedom, wealth, a life built on their own terms. But wanting is not enough. Dreams alone carry no weight until you are willing to pay the price. Only a few are brave enough to make the relentless trade that greatness demands. Trading comfort for sacrifice, trading ease for struggle, trading temporary pleasure for lasting purpose. Discipline is the bridge between wanting and having. It is the invisible thread connecting vision to reality. It is waking up at 5 a.m. when every cell in your body begs you to stay in bed. It is lacing up your shoes when it's still dark outside, like Kobe Bryant did, shooting free throws for hours before anyone else showed up to practice. It is sitting at your desk to study while your friends are out celebrating, like JK. Rolling writing Harry Potter in cafes after working long shifts and struggling to make ends meet. It is refusing to quit when no one is cheering, when progress seems invisible. Just like Elon Musk pushing through countless failures at SpaceX before seeing the first rocket successfully launch. Real power is not built under the spotlight. It is built quietly, in the hidden hours when no one is watching. It is formed in the silent sacrifices, the missed parties, the lonely workouts, the extra reps, the weekends spent working instead of wandering. Power is forged in solitude, in sweat, in sacrifice. Discipline does not announce itself. It does not parade around for validation. It grows slowly, patiently, brick by brick, until one day the results become impossible to ignore. Like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson grinding in the gym every single day at 4 a.m. Not for the cameras, but because greatness became his habit long before fame arrived. In a world addicted to shortcuts, discipline is the quiet rebellion. It is the long game. It is the daily decision to do what is hard because you are building a life that will outlast the trends, the noise, and the fleeting applause. You cannot buy discipline. You cannot fake it. You earn it, choice by painful choice. And once you have it, there is no dream too bold, no goal too distant, and no life too extraordinary for you to claim. Greatness is not reserved for the lucky. It is reserved for the disciplined. The world does not belong to those who simply wish. It belongs to those who are willing to work for it when no one is watching. Pain is temporary. Power is eternal. Pain will find its way to your doorstep. It will knock without invitation, punch you in the gut, and laugh when you fall to your knees. Life will stretch you in ways you never thought possible. It will test the limits of your patience, your courage, your belief in yourself. And when you feel like you're breaking into 1,000 pieces, understand this. Good, because pain is not your enemy. Pain is the admission fee you must pay to walk through the gates of greatness. Every failure you endure is a badge of honor, not a stain on your story. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every shattered dream is not a reason to quit. It is fuel. It is proof that you dared to care, to try, to fight for something bigger than yourself. Pain is the signature on the contract between who you are and who you are becoming. Look at Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if he had let that moment define him instead of drive him. Look at Oprah Winfrey, fired from her first television job and told she was unfit for TV. She could have faded into the background. Instead, she built an empire. Pain knocked, and they answered with purpose. Real champions are not the ones who never fall. That is a fantasy sold to the fearful. Real champions are the ones who rise when no one is watching, when no applause is waiting, when no guarantee of victory exists. They rise because quitting would mean betraying the very fire that still burns inside them. Pain will not ask for your permission. It will arrive whether you're ready or not. But every time it hits you, you have a choice. You can allow it to bury you, or you can let it sharpen you. You can collapse, or you can smile through the blood and brokenness and whisper back to life, "Is that all you got?" Those who endure, those who get back up, they do not just survive the storm, they become the storm. Their power does not fade when the moment passes. It grows stronger, deeper, more unshakable with every battle fought. Pain is temporary, it will pass, but the strength you gain from enduring it, that becomes a part of you forever. It writes itself into your spirit, into your blood, into the way you carry yourself through every room you ever walk into. Pain leaves, but power stays. Choose power. Choose to rise. You are not born to blend in. You are not placed on this earth just to exist quietly, to hide your brilliance behind fear or doubt. You were born to stand out, to lead, to inspire, to lift the world simply by walking fully in your purpose. There is nothing ordinary about you. From the moment you took your first breath, greatness was written into your very DNA. Your bloodline is greatness. You come from a lineage of fighters, survivors, dreamers, builders. You are the result of thousands of battles won, thousands of prayers whispered in desperation and hope. Your existence is not an accident. It is a declaration that you were meant for more. You are not your past. You are not the mistakes you have made, the opportunities you missed, or the people who failed to see your worth. You are not the pain you have endured or the small, scared voice inside your head that sometimes tries to convince you to settle. You are not broken, and you are certainly not average. You are light. You are fire. You are unstoppable. Inside you burns a force strong enough to break through walls, to rise above any circumstances, to rebuild from ashes if you have to. The world may try to convince you otherwise. It may try to dim your spark, drown your voice, and tame your spirit. But deep down, you know the truth. You were never made to live small. When the doubts creep in, when the setbacks pile up, when the world feels too heavy to carry, you must look in the mirror and remind yourself of who you are. Stand tall, lift your chin, lock eyes with your own reflection and say it out loud. I am royalty. I am worth the fight. Every single morning, before the world tries to tell you who you are, you tell yourself. Before anyone labels you, you crown yourself. You do not need permission to shine. You do not need approval to walk in your greatness. You only need to remember what has always been true, that you are powerful, you are valuable, and you are worthy of every dream burning inside you. Royalty is not about riches or fame. It is about spirit. It is about knowing that you were created to elevate the world around you, not to be crushed by it. It is about carrying yourself with honor, fighting with courage, loving with fierceness, and standing unshakable in the face of every storm. You are royalty. Now act like it. You are royalty. Now act like it. Walk with the unshakable belief that you were made to stand tall, not to bow down to fear, failure, or the opinions of those who cannot see your light. But understand this truth. Royalty does not guarantee an easy road. Greatness demands something from you. It demands that you risk falling over and over again. You will fail. You will stumble. You will face moments so heavy that it feels easier to give up. But hear this. Failure is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It is the sculptor of your strength. Those who win are not those who never fall. They are those who learn to rise after every fall, stronger and more determined than before. Fail forward. Fail fearlessly. Every wrong turn, every missed shot, every closed door is not the end of the road. It is a lesson etched into your spirit, shaping you into the person you must become to carry the weight of your dreams. Think about the legends you admire. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career and lost nearly 300 games. He was trusted to take the game-winning shot 26 times and missed. Yet he is remembered as the greatest because he understood. Every miss was building his mastery. Look at J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection before publishing a story that would touch millions. Look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who faced failure after failure before his career exploded. They didn't succeed because they avoided failure. They succeeded because they embraced it, learned from it, and refused to stop. You cannot tiptoe toward greatness. You must be willing to fall, to bleed, to hurt, and still get back up. Every failure refines you. Every rejection redirects you. Every fall prepares you for the victory that is waiting just beyond the edge of your endurance. But rising after failure is not just about grit, it is about identity. When you know you are royalty, you do not stay on the ground. You rise, because falling is temporary, but your destiny is eternal. And now, standing at this crossroads between fear and courage, between quitting and fighting, between fading and rising, the world is waiting to see what you will do next. This is your moment to awaken the warrior inside you, the part of you that was born for battle, the part of you that refuses to back down, the part of you that will not be denied. It's time to rise, warrior. It's time to rise, warrior. The world has tried to wear you down, to convince you that your dreams are too big, that your fight is too hard, that you are not enough. But warriors are not built in comfort. They are forged in adversity. They are sharpened in the fires of trial, tested in the trenches where most people choose to turn back. You were made for this battle. You were born for this climb. Inside you is a spirit that cannot be crushed, a heart that refuses to surrender. Every time you've been knocked down, every time you've been told no, every time you've been left standing alone, it was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken you. There will be days when the burden feels too heavy. Days when the voice in your head whispers that you are not capable, not strong enough, not worthy. But you are not your doubts. You are not your fears. You are a warrior. You are a builder of legacies, a breaker of limits, a fighter for something greater than yourself. Think about the ones who came before you, those who rose from nothing, those who turned pain into power. Harriet Tubman carried hundreds to freedom with nothing but her will. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years behind bars, yet emerged stronger, unbroken, ready to change the world. They didn't rise because life was easy. They rose because they refused to bow to the obstacles in their path. And so must you. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need a guarantee of victory. You only need the decision to keep moving forward, bruised, bloody, tired, and still relentless. Because warriors are not remembered for how few battles they fought. They are remembered for how many battles they refused to lose, even when they were outnumbered, even when the odds were stacked against them. The pain you endure today is shaping the power you will carry tomorrow. The loneliness you feel is clearing space for greatness to be born. The struggle you fight through is carving strength into your soul. So when you feel like breaking, when you feel like giving in, when every voice says you should quit, listen to the deeper voice, the older voice, the eternal voice inside you that says, I was made for this, I was born for this fight, I will rise. This is your calling. This is your battle. This is your destiny. Arise, warrior. The world is waiting for your light. Arise, warrior. The world is waiting for your light. But understand this. You are not fighting just for today. You are building something that will outlive you. You are not here simply to chase applause or collect fleeting recognition. You are here to leave a legacy. Likes fade, fame fades, applause fades, legacy endures. Every decision you make, every battle you fight, every moment you choose courage over comfort, you are writing your story. And one day, when your voice is gone and your name is just a memory, the story you wrote with your life will still speak. Will it speak of a person who played it safe? Or will it roar of a warrior who risked everything to change their world? It's easy to get caught chasing validation in this world. It's easy to believe that worth is measured by how many followers you have, how many people approve of your every move. But that is not greatness. That is not purpose. Purpose is not found in likes or shares. It is found in impact. It is found in the lives you touch, the hearts you lift, the fires you ignite in others, simply by refusing to give up. Think about the people who inspired you the most. Was it because they were popular? Or was it because they were real? Because they stood for something even when it cost them? Because they gave their best even when no one was watching? That is the measure of a true legacy. Legacy is not built in comfort. It is built in the quiet choices, the hard decisions, the lonely sacrifices. It's built when you refuse to back down in the face of criticism. It's built when you stand alone in your truth, knowing that changing one life, even your own, is worth more than all the approval the world could offer. You are a builder of legacy. Every morning you rise when you could have stayed down. Every moment you choose growth over fear. Every step you take forward when everything in you says quit. This is how legends are made. Not by seeking attention, but by seeking impact. Not by chasing what is easy, but by fighting for what is eternal. The world doesn't need another celebrity. It needs another warrior, another builder, another force of hope and resilience and purpose. Choose legacy over likes. Choose impact over attention. Choose to live a life that echoes long after you're gone. Because at the end of it all, you won't be remembered for how loud you were. You'll be remembered for how deeply you lived. You are standing at the edge of your story. Everything you have endured, everything you have fought through, everything you have dared to believe has led you to this moment. And now the final call rings out clear and undeniable. It's your time. You have 24 hours today, no more, no less. The billionaire, the world champion, the inventor, the artist, they all woke up with the same gift. They did not have extra hours, secret advantages, or magical shortcuts. They simply chose to use their time differently. So the question is not whether you have enough time. The question is, what will you do with your 24? Will you continue waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling? Or will you recognize that there is no perfect time? There is only now. The ones who change the world, who alter the course of their family, their city, their future, are not the ones who wait. They are the ones who move, who rise, who grind. Enough talking, enough doubting, enough holding back the greatness that the world so desperately needs from you. The excuses, the delays, the fear, they have robbed you of enough already. Today you take it back. Today you step forward with fire in your chest and conviction in your soul. You were not given your dreams by accident. You were not given your potential to leave it unused. The fire inside you was placed there to be unleashed, to to light the way for yourself and for others. But it will not burn forever unless you feed it. It must be fought for, fueled, and fiercely protected. This is not the time to shrink back. This is not the time to dim your light to fit in. This is not the time to wish for more. It is the time to become more. Arise, grind, own your greatness. Stand up for the life that is waiting for you. Stand up for the calling you were born to answer. Stand up for the future that will bear your name long after today has passed. The world needs the fire inside you. The world is waiting for your voice, your fight, your light. Do not let your dreams die quietly. Do not let your potential wither into regret. Do not let your story end before it even begins. Rise, champion. Your destiny is waiting. You are standing at the edge of your story. Everything you have endured, everything you have fought through, everything you have dared to believe has led you to this moment. And now the final call rings out clear and undeniable. It's your time. You have 24 hours today, no more, no less. The billionaire, the world champion, the inventor, the artist, they all woke up with the same gift. They did not have extra hours, secret advantages, or magical shortcuts. They simply chose to use their time differently. So the question is not whether you have enough time. The question is, what will you do with your 24? Will you continue waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling? Or will you recognize that there is no perfect time? There is only now. The ones who change the world, who alter the course of their family, their city, their future, are not the ones who wait. They are the ones who move, who rise, who grind. Enough talking, enough doubting, enough holding back the greatness that the world so desperately needs from you. The excuses, the delays, the fear, they have robbed you of enough already. Today, you take it back. Today, you step forward with fire in your chest and conviction in your soul. You were not given your dreams by accident. You were not given your potential to leave it unused. The fire inside you was placed there to be unleashed, to light the way for yourself and for others. But it will not burn forever unless you feed it. It must be fought for, fueled, and fiercely protected. This is not the time to shrink back. This is not the time to dim your light to fit in. This is not the time to wish for more. It is the time to become more. Arise, grind, own your greatness. Stand up for the life that is waiting for you. Stand up for the calling you were born to answer. Stand up for the future that will bear your name long after today has passed. The world needs the fire inside you. The world is waiting for your voice, your fight, your light. Do not let your dreams die quietly. Do not let your potential wither into regret. Do not let your story end before it even begins. Rise, champion. Your destiny is waiting. But to truly rise, you must turn this fire into disciplined action. Dreams without movement will starve, but action fueled by purpose will transform your entire existence. Begin now. For the next 30 days, commit to a warrior's path. Wake up at 5 a.m. Begin each morning by training your body. Run, lift, push yourself harder than your comfort would allow. Then train your mind. Spend 20 minutes in focused silence, visualizing the life you are building, affirming the strength you are choosing to embody. Each day, give at least one uninterrupted hour to building your dream, writing the pages, crafting the business, sharpening the skill, planting the seeds. Every evening, record 3 victories from the day, no matter how small, to remind yourself that you are moving forward. In 30 days, you will not just feel stronger. You will be stronger. You will not simply hope for change. You will have proven to yourself that change is possible. This is the path of the few. This is the choice that separates those who dream from those who do. As you step onto this path, remember, it is not about being perfect. It is about being relentless. It is about waking up every day ready to fight for your life, for your purpose, for your destiny. Because the world does not need more people who talk about what they could be. It needs people who rise up and become everything they were born to be. The fire is already inside you. The world is waiting to see it burn bright. And now there's only one thing left to do: rise. Every step you take, every decision you make, is either building your destiny or letting it slip away. The journey you've just walked through is not about temporary motivation. It's about awakening the unstoppable force already living inside you. You have learned that discipline outweighs dreams, that failure is not the end but the foundation. that pain is temporary but power is eternal, and that you are born of royalty, destined to rise. This is more than a speech. It is a call to live your life without excuses, without fear, and without regret. You have everything you need already within you. Now it's time to claim it. Fight for it. Rise for it. Become the warrior you were born to be, and never again settle for less than your highest potential. If this message spoke to the fire inside your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with those who need to be reminded of who they are, and subscribe to The Power Within so you never miss another moment to rise. Every day, a new chance to awaken your greatness is waiting. Let's walk this journey together. Stronger, braver, unstoppable. Your story is not over. It's just getting started.